Hey there, you. Welcome to my channel. My name is Brian Nesline. I'm a psychic, clairvoyant, spiritual, empath, oracle card reader. I do that as a living, and I also do that for fun. When you do what you love, it's like you don't work a day in your life. And the reason I do that is because when I do give readings and I look at a card and I interpret it in the moment, it renews my mind and it gives me a sense of well-being, and there's a flow of light that comes through me. Now, think about it like a data cable, that goes ahead like a fiber optic cable. It goes ahead and it brings the data through it. And that's kind of what's happening, I'm finding, just by being alive in this world. Every conversation, everyone we see, every little noise we make, everything that you do is coming through. And it is bringing with it that emotional, that la 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 light, that elixir of brightness. And what we really want to do is kind of get in tune with that. That's what I've been doing. I've been sort of feeling the words as they come out of my mouth. It almost seems like I'm going to be doing a little bit of a song. Hanging on the words a little bit, hanging on and getting underneath the words that we're saying. To feel the emotional flow, the currency of light that is catapulting them forth into the world. And we are really light workers, working with the light. Everybody is. We're all expressing words, we're all expressing thoughts, we're expressing visions and ideas, and we're bringing it into the world. You are, in your own little place where you are there, me and mine. The nice thing about it is that no two of us are exactly alike. Snowflakes, aw. And it's goody good news. Why? Because that means that you were born to do things in the world that nobody else could ever do exactly like you. Ooh, let's pull a card. It's nice. So we established that the light exists. We established that that light is not, it's not like that light is preventing some people from having it and giving it to others. Everybody has access to the light. We know that that light is moving through us, whether we are telling really happy stories, positive things, or whether we're telling little sad stories of lack and loss and disease and decay. It doesn't matter what we say. The light is there, always there. Let's take a peek. Aw, look at that. The blue Messiah with that, look at that ring of light coming from my light ring. Is it really coming from my light ring though, or did it just happen to be right there right now because it is what it says right there? Let there be light. Let there be light. Are you going to be able to read that? Let there be light. And there sure is. Now look, that's a little bit of a Bible thing. Think about it. It's okay to quote the Bible sometimes, just because we might have ideas about the Bible or about the church or about religion that are negative or that we've had like old associations with it that rubs us the wrong way. So what? Get over it. You're not that data. You're not that data. You're the light. You're the light. You're the blue Messiah. What does that really mean? That means you're bringing the words into the world. Why do I say that? The blue is the throat chakra. The chakras are just ways of talking about our invisible body, our spiritual body. When we use the symbol of the blue, it means a lot of things, but one thing that it mainly means is communication outward with words. So, we are the blue messiahs. We are bringing the words into the world that we are personally conscious of. You're a consciousness, a Christousness. You are an observer, a Buddhi type Buddha. You are the thing inside the you that's looking through your eyes. So am I. When we know that this is who we are, that's when we can ascend or be born again or detach from the ups and downs of black and white, left and right, good and bad, good and evil world. We can say goodbye to duality and we can get onto that variety train where the rainbow of variety of colors comes in. And that's when we're going to have those two worlds in harmony. Now, what are we seeing here? The first thing we're seeing is that the harmony card shows that we're going to have peace when we're able to know that we are twofold being. We are in two worlds at one time, and they are harmonious. We're in the world that's physical, Obviously, Brian. You know this. Look at your hometown. Look at the job you go to. Look at the cars to the left and the right. Look at all of the things that you've learned. We know we're in a physical world, but we're also in a spiritual world. And that's our second body. That's our born-again experience. Ooh, you mean I don't have to think that it's all crazy in the Catholic and the Christian church thing when they say be born again? No, you don't. You can just realize, make real with your eyes, with your understanding, real eyes, that it could simply be being born or changing your identity a second time. Meaning, identity as a personal self, mine's called Brian, and to an identity of a spiritual presence inside of that self. Awareness, consciousness, Christ consciousness, observer, call it what you will. You know it's consciousness. That's what I'm describing. You know it's your awareness of stuff that has never changed. Our physical bodies have changed. Brian at 5 years old, Brian at 10 years old, Brian at 15 years old, and on. But look, the thing that's doing all the looking out through Brian, through you, has never changed. The you of you, it's been called. So what we're seeing here again with the blue Messiah that we saw before, I'll pick it up if I need to. I swatted it away. I know that means I got to bend down and get it off the floor. But I like swatting the card away. I don't know why. It just feels good. It just happens when it happens, and I go with the flow, the flow, the flow. And that's what we're seeing here. Remember the flow of the light, which is coming up out of our heart. That light comes out of the heart passions, out of the visionary ideas, out of the opinions that we each have. It comes up and it comes out, and it comes up and it goes into the world like the dolphins, swimming into the ocean of history, of his story, of God's story. You're adding to the database of his story. And if you don't like the word God, so what? If you don't like that it's a masculine word, who cares? Just words. Let them go. You don't want to get all bent out of shape. Why? Don't you want to be harmonious and in that space of yeah, wow? Of course. Where your words are just flowing along that ocean of light. And where you know that the world now has changed. That's what the 1 and the 0 means. It's not the number 10 right now. It's a 1 and a 0. What is 1 and 0? 1 and 0 is the binary numbers that a computer uses to recognize everything in this physical world. It uses it to recognize a car. The program in the computer will say 00101. Or if it's a bike, it would be 01101, 11. It's different codes, different combinations of a 1 and a 0. That's what makes the material world for the computer. And in the same way, our world is based on a 0 and a 1. It's based on a duality. It's based on seemingly two opposite things. I'm a 0. You should see me. I'm whole. I'm a circle. And then the 1 comes up and says, you're no good. You got a closed end there. I'm wide open forever, up and down, left and right. They can battle each other if we look at the world as opposites. 0 versus 1, good versus evil. But the truth is, and you know this is true when I say it, these two are working together in harmony. That's why it's called harmony. They're communicating. That's why it's the blue throat chakra. They're using you, the blue Messiah. There you are in your full blue garb. They're using you as you formulate your words into the world. You're naming things. You're bringing things that no one's ever brought exactly the same exact way as you do. So the 1 and the 0 are really working together in harmony. There's not two powers fighting each other. That's the lie. The truth is that there's one that has all the power, and that one power comes into the world through you and creates a variety, not an opposition, a variety of things. All right, I'm picking both cards up. Now that we know that we are the blue Messiah, meaning that we are using our words to formulate situations, circumstances, physical things, to build things, to envision and build things in the world, to name things. Now that we are the blue Messiah doing that, we know that anything is possible if we can just recognize it with our words. Now, if we look around in the world and we only say like, well, I can't make anything new because like everything's been made. Look at it all. I can't make anything. Mugs have been made, cards have been made, flowers have been made. Fake flowers, fake tree. I can't make anything. Don't do that. That's garbage. No, don't be conformed to the world you see. Be transformed by going up into your mind. Ooh, my focus is all off. Boo, my camera's all crazy. Go. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind and go up here in your imagination, and tell a new story based on what you intuitively feel that flow of words is when you're looking at stuff. So, I'll show you. We're going to do that with an intuitive reading. That's all I've done. I'm going to pick a card. The definition of the card isn't coming from a book. There isn't a book here right now. There's nothing wrong with the books. That's a facet of the diamond of the interpretation of the next card. The person who made the cards, they had a vision in their mind and some words that they applied to that. That's just one little facet of the diamond of the meaning. There's 7 billion facets, like there's 7 billion people. Let's just pick a card random. We don't care. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. Look, they all look the same. You don't ever have to have any doubt when you pick a card if it'll be the right or wrong one. They're all the same. Look. And on the other side, they're all the same for one moment. That takes away the doubt if you tell yourself that. So it won't matter if I pick this one or this one or this one. They're all the same. But as soon as, of course, I pull one out, then they all go back to what they were. Now, what do we got here? We got the mountain. Boy, my stuff's not focusing at all. I got to turn off that autofocus thing. All right. Oh, I wonder if this video is just a big blurry mess. Won't know till I rewatch. We'll see. So the mountain is what we're talking about now. What is the mountain? The mountain is going up through the white light and going into your little box, making your words come up and go and formulate a little idea, carving out inside the side of the mountain a little yellow and orange. What's that? A little idea that you're joyful about. The yellow is solar plexus chakra. Right now it means joy. The orangish is the sacral chakra. That means creativity. The joy of creating. The joy of creating with the white light. And it's a mountain of white light. There's no shortage of it. It's huge. We're teeny tiny. Don't worry, the mountain is constantly being rejuvenated and expanding. There's plenty of white light, and it's going to make colorful things in the world, represented by the sky, through you, a variety of the rainbow of colors, which is the same as saying a variety of things in the world, like a variety of inventions and gadgets and methods and programs and whatevers, points of view. And as you bring your unique stuff into the world, you can know that no one else will bring it exactly like you. That's going to give you 100% self-worth. It's also going to give you the confidence that you can move forward on what you really hope and dream about, what you've been thinking and imagining that you really want to see in the world. Because those thoughts and imaginings, they are future memories. They're memories that have already happened, but they're memories of the future. Why? Why do we have to only have memories of the past? Why can't we be in the eternal now, have time not exist, because it's always the present? Even when it's tomorrow at this time, we'll be in the present. What a gift, right? So when you have an idea or a thought and a vision for something cool, and if you hear that voice that says, oh, you can't do that, that's too hard, that won't work, blah, that's garbage. That's bullshit. Why? Did you just swear in the video? I did, but not really. SHIT isn't really a swear. It's just like a stuff that comes out of you that you flush down the toilet. So we're going to flush that idea down the toilet that we can't do something or that it's too difficult. No, we're not going to use our words, our blue messiah, the word of God. We're not going to use those words to tell a crappy story of limitation. No. We're going to say, oh my God, my words are creative in my life. Whoo! So I'm going to choose the words wisely. I want to choose the words I prefer to see manifested or reflected back. So I'm going to tell myself better stories, that I can do anything, that if I can imagine something and feel it like it's real, that must mean it's a memory of the future that's coming. So allow yourself to take on this concept. And a concept is not right or wrong, it's just a way of looking at things. The concept that if you're having a cool imaginative thought about something you'd like to do in the world that you would really love, know that it's already existing and you're just reading your memory of the future. and then you can let go of that. Here it is, the soul vessel. You can let go. There's that blue Messiah again. You saw that in the card with him. Where is it? You saw that in the card. Here it is. With his all the tentacles outstretched, all the words that go out. And now you can see it here in the form of a female. She's doing the same thing. These two are one, the divine masculine and divine feminine, meaning the words and the light combine to create in the world. The soul vessel, blue Messiah and the soul vessel. Really, it's your words and your self all combined that allow us to express this light in a creative way, just like a woman gives birth in the world to people, to all of us. So we also want to realize too that the woman's really the one who's the queen bee. She's the top of the echelon because she's the one that brings the man into the world. Without her, there's no more. Right? And you know that's true. Now look, the big idea here is to know that the things you're imagining and feeling, the things you really want to see in your life, the goody goods, those already have happened, and you're just reading intuitively your memory of the future. Now, if you can take that concept and adopt it, what's going to happen is you're going to feel less pressure to try to make something happen. You're not going to say, oh, I can't do it. You're going to say, wow, it's already been done. I'm just glimpsing at the future. Ooh, isn't that what we do as psychic, clairvoyant, spiritual oracle card readers? We're reading the future. And you do it every day. It's no mystical weird thing. You're doing it every day when you imagine and feel something. Because then all of a sudden you start to recognize bits and pieces of that idea, little nuances, and you start to act your way into it. And before you know it, you're taking actions on your ideas and you're living into the future memory that you just had. So always give a lot of clout to your imagination when you point it towards the things you love or want to see uniquely brought into the world. And know that if you look at your imagination and you imagine scary things or you think scary things, and people don't usually sit around and imagine scary things. They don't build scary things consciously with their imagination. They use their imagination to build or to look at wonderful things. Now, their thoughts might build something that looks a little scary, but you can tell that to yourself when you feel that feeling of like fear come up. When that comes up, it's like an alarm system. You don't have to buy into it. You take that breath, you neutralize it, and what will happen? Instead, you'll be transformed back into that peaceful place where you can write onto the world. That's why all the writing's in the back of the card. You're the tree of life. Your leaves or your things that you're leaving, your leaves, the leave behinds, the things that you put into the world or leave behind in this world are for the healing of everybody who comes forward. That's a line out of the Bible. The tree of life whose leaves are for the healing of the nations. And your little leaves, your little words, your little big words are unique, one-of-a-kind, snowflake-like writing on the book of life, on the book of everyone's life. So be sure to continue to transform any thoughts of negativity or thoughts of doom and gloom and lack and loss, and instead turn your head and your eye up towards that star in the sky, that single eye star, where our whole body is full of light, where there's not two powers fighting each other. There's just one with all power, the white light coming through us, creating in the world a unique thing through the soul vessel person called you. That is just a little bit of this and that. Now subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Leave me some comments. Think about what the video had in it. It brings up stuff for you when you watch it. Rewatch it again if you want to. Also, if you want to work one-on-one with me, I do spiritual empowerment services, spiritual support services, where we meet one-on-one over Facebook video call or Zoom. And an hour a week, clients explore what you want to explore. How to get past any of their insecurities, how to let go of resentments or fears, how to tap all of their life and mine the power out of it so they can use it in the present to take actions on their imagination, on their dreams, that they can know that they're already real, that they're just viewing future memories, and that they can really create the kind of life that they prefer. Anything is possible. I can help you get there, or I can support and maintain it with you. So look me up, find me on Facebook at Brian Nesline, or go to my website and look me there, www.brightblueyou.com, brightblueyou.com. I'll see you again. Thanks so much for being a part of this. Thanks for watching the video. Leave some comments, share the video, share the channel, do a whole bunch of goody goods. Help spread the light. And if you like this channel or any of the videos, share it with somebody. Take that risk. Maybe it's a little awkward to share content like this. So what? Somebody's going to see it and pick up on it. And when they do, they're going to thank you. And someone's going to know you a little better if you like stuff like this and you share it. Why not? Nothing to be ashamed of. You're awesome. Take care. Have fun. Go watch a different video of mine, any of them that you're drawn to, and see if there's a message in there for you. There will be. One of the pick a card videos, any of the videos. There's going to be something important to you because you're viewing the world right now through the person called you. So everything that's happening is going to be personal and will affect or will relate to you or will resonate with you in some way, whether it be literal or whether it be just a little bit of a metaphorical view on what you're going through right now. Yeah, boom. I'll see you again. I appreciate you. Have fun. Leave me a comment. Take care.